What's up everyone, this is Ben Flanagan here, professional runner for Reebok, and this is another episode of Road Runner Sports Workout of the Week. So this past weekend I ran my first half marathon in 63 minutes and 19 seconds, and as anyone knows who's ever run a half marathon before, my body is beat up. So this week I want to take you through some exercises and some drills that I've been working on to help myself recover so I can move on to the next one. Let's get into it. I can't speak for everyone, but coming off of my race, the areas I felt were the most sore were my quads and my calves. For me, the best place to start for recovery with these muscle groups is some foam rolling. So that's what we're going to do. So foam rolling is pretty straightforward. The only thing that I would add is I don't like to overdo it. I know some people could spend, it seems like hours on the foam roller. I just like to do about 30 seconds to maybe 45 seconds in different areas of the quad. So I'll start on the side here, kind of along the IT band, and slowly and gradually work my way to the center, and then try to focus on getting the inside a little bit, which can be a bit of an awkward position. The only other thing is when I come across a super tender area, I typically like to just stay there and kind of try to let the muscle just relax into the foam roller. Often with tight quads comes tight hip flexors. So for this next exercise, I'm really going to be focused on stretching out that hip flexor, which can really help open up your stride again after getting a lot of work done on the quads in a half marathon. So for this exercise, you're going to try to get your knee about 90-degree angle here. You're going to feel a very light stretch in this hip flexor, the one with the knee that's on the ground, once you put your back straight. What I really like to focus on is activating this glute on the same side of the hip flexor you're trying to stretch. So you squeeze that on, and as that contraction starts to happen, you should really start to feel a stretch through here. If you're not quite getting that stretch, the next step is to just gently lean into it. As you can see, this leg down here is kind of going a little bit further ahead than 90 degrees. And I just like to hold that with that glute activated for about 15 to 30 seconds. Relax, and then repeat that 2 to 3 times, and then ultimately switch legs. So now that we got the quads and hip flexors all taken care of, it's time to focus on the calves. So for rolling out your calves, you can definitely start with the foam roller that you're using for your quad. You're going to want to use your body weight and just find the areas that are tender. Again, I kind of like to start on the inside and slowly move to the center and the belly of the muscle, and then find the outside as well. With the calves, because maybe you can't get enough body weight down to really get a sensation from the rolling, sometimes I like to switch out the foam roller for a tennis ball so I can really target those small areas that are super sore. You can also use a little cross ball, which is a little bit more aggressive, so a tennis ball is a good place to start. Again, if I find an area that's really tender, typically maybe on the upper inside of my calf, I like to just hold the tennis ball there and let the muscle relax around it. Maybe hold it for 10 to 15 seconds and then move on to the next targeted area. And lastly, I want to finish with some calf and Achilles strengthening drills. As the days go on from the half marathon and you're recovering more and more, you might notice the tenderness in your calf maybe starts to get lower. So it can be really helpful to strengthen those Achilles and make sure you avoid any injuries down the road. For this exercise, we're going to put tennis ball here between the heels of each feet. Hope you can see that all right. And you're going to go up while holding tennis ball. Kind of focus on activating your glute and pushing those knees a little bit outside. And you're slowly going to lower your heels, taking about 4 to 5 seconds before touching the ground. Then you go back up, making sure you keep that tennis ball in control the whole time, not dropping it. And I would do this exercise 3 sets of 5. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you try these drills, and best of luck in your half marathon or marathon efforts or whatever race you're doing. But most of all, don't forget to recover when it's all said and done. Thanks a lot and take care.